Lynda Randle is a well-known gospel singer and songwriter whose heartfelt performances have touched many. A musical child who went on to have a successful career, she was born on February 7th, 1962 in Washington, D.C. Her inspirational journey from humble beginnings to gospel music stardom is one of proficiency, trust, and resolve. Lynda came from a family that was deeply devoutly Christian. Faith, perseverance, and community were the three things her parents instilled in her and her brothers. Their devotion to music meant that hymns and religious songs would frequently fill their home. Even at an early age, Lynda's gift for singing shone through. The power of gospel music to heal and inspire people touched her deeply, and she found great joy in singing in church. Although she had a tough upbringing on the streets of Washington, D.C., her experiences there shaped her perspective on religion and life. A lot of Lynda's music and service is characterized by kindness and honesty, which she attributes to the experiences she had as a child. Regardless of the obstacles she encountered, she persisted in pursuing her dreams and utilized her platform to advocate for love and forgiveness. To hone her musical abilities and gain a deeper understanding of service, Lynda enrolled at Lynchburg, Virginia's Liberty University. During her time at Liberty, she felt compelled to share her talents with the world. After finishing high school, Lynda embarked on a path that would lead her to gospel music stardom. When Lynda joined the famous gospel music group the Gaither Homecoming Series in the 1990s, it catapulted her career. Bill and Gloria Gaither were the group's leaders. Her work with the Gaither vocal band propelled her to stardom and introduced her to audiences across the globe. She possesses a full, comfortable. She became an instant favorite among gospel music fans thanks to her passionate singing and beautiful contralto voice. Lynda had great success with both her solo career and her collaborations with the Gaithers. To demonstrate her versatility and the profound spiritual significance of her music, she released multiple albums: God on the Mountain, One Day at a Time, and Sheltered in the Arms of God are just a few of the many popular Christian songs that grace the airwaves. She was able to connect with her audience on a profound level because of her extraordinary talent for singing from the heart. Lynda Randle has done more than just make it as a musician. She has also made it her mission to unite and educate Christians. Through her ministry, which emphasizes the importance of love and acceptance, she has utilized her fame to unite people of diverse races and cultures. Many have been inspired to embrace diversity and strive for harmony by her message. An important aspect of Lynda's story has also been her private life. Michael Randall, a musician and pastor, is her husband. They have two daughters, Joy and Patience. She has had the support and encouragement of her family throughout her career. Lynda frequently discusses the significance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance in her roles as a wife, mother, and artist. She credits her loved ones with keeping her grounded and focused on her aspirations. Over the years, Lynda has received numerous accolades for her contributions to church music. She has garnered the admiration of her contemporaries, collaborated with famous musicians, and performed at significant events. Although Lynda has achieved great success, she has never lost her humility or her commitment to her faith and calling. People from all walks of life are being lifted up and inspired by Lynda Randle's music and mission. Pedro perseverance and music have a profound impact on her life and the lives of those around her. Lynda is one of the most adored gospel musicians because she is dedicated to using her voice to share messages of hope and love with an audience and a community. However, there is a life impacted by profound sadness beneath the gentle voice and smile. Losing Lynda's mom, who had been there for her through thick and thin, was a tremendous blow. Her mom had been her rock, her counselor, and her spiritual guide. Faith was more than a belief system. It was a way of life in her tight-knit family in Washington, D.C., where she grew up. Her mother instilled these values in her children. She encouraged Lynda to sing and encouraged her to use her voice to praise God, saying that it was a gift from Him. The death of her mother left her feeling as though she had been slain at birth. Because her grief was so profound, Lynda's faith weakened and she felt helpless at times. Lynda had a hard time relating the hope she had sung about for years to the anguish she felt in the days following her mother's death. Though she sang hymns like God on the Mountain and One Day at a Time while performing, she secretly wondered why God would allow such a devastating loss to occur. Because of her prominence in Christian music, she was aware that many people saw her as an inspiration. The love and understanding of her family helped ease Lynda's pain. Her husband, Michael, was there for her every step of the way and provided an outlet for her grief. She was reminded of her mother's teachings of faith, strength, and love by her daughter's joy and patience. Praying, sharing stories, and continuing the traditions that had brought joy to her mother's family were ways they honored her memory. In addition to the homecoming family, Lynda's support system was crucial in overcoming her grief. When she needed someone to talk to or pray with, she could always count on her fellow artists, many of whom had also suffered the loss of loved ones. Despite the darkness, her friends and teachers, Bill and Gloria Gaither, assured her that God's light would eventually emerge. In the end, Lynda channeled her suffering into music. She started penning and performing songs about loss and the prospect of reuniting with loved ones in the hereafter. She struck a chord with her audience on a deeper level by being forthright and genuine. Her authenticity was a source of solace for her fans who had experienced the loss of a parent or similar hardships. Her concerts were more than just performances. They became safe spaces for people to grieve and find renewal. Something truly poignant happened during the rendition of God Will Take Care of You. After her mother passed away, Lynda told the audience her story and honestly expressed how difficult it was for her to trust God's plan in the aftermath. There was an overwhelming sense of calm in the room as she sang, as if her mother were there to impart wisdom from her lessons. Along the way, Lynda discovered that her mother's legacy persisted in her family, her faith, and her life's accomplishments. Sharing her grief with others helped her overcome her own pain, she realized. The fact that God's love remains constant even in the face of loss became clearer to her as a result of this as well. The fiery self-assurance that first brought Lynda Randle fame is still there in her music today. She hears her mother in every chord and word she uses. Even as she uses her music to aid others, her family remains her rock and greatest source of joy and strength. A valuable lesson was taught to Lynda by her mother's death. Grace and sadness frequently go hand in hand. She went from being a singer to something much more by sharing her story. She now exemplifies the power of faith and family and the resilience of the human spirit. Much obliged for your time. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and comment buttons. Your opinion is greatly appreciated. Return to us at a later date.